What's up, YouTube? We are here at Barren River Lake. We made it. We have been doing a ton of maintenance stuff on the bus. Feels like we've been working on it non-stop. We're gonna go over all the maintenance stuff and just talk about the things we've done, and also share a little bit about our trip, making it up here to Barren River Lake. And yeah, awesome campsite, awesome trip. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, so since this is the worst YouTube channel ever, I think we could just go ahead and establish that pretty well. Tried to use the GoPro, it's dead. Don't really want to use my phone, so here we are, and you're not going to get pictures of me, but that's okay. I don't even know what that did. So, had a mechanic come over. Backstory, you saw the video with my free to me transmission. Got a free transmission. Whenever I was over there, I asked the guy if he knew anybody to do an overhead. So got some pictures of valve cover off and all that. So when he did the overhead, first off, do your overhead. Get somebody to go through there and knows what they're doing. And this motor runs amazing now. And what he found was one of the valves was closed and yada yada, and it was about to lose compression on the cylinder, i.e. not good, slash maybe blow the motor, I don't know, not good. But while he was in it, he cranked the motor up and heard that guy singing. Yes, that is a new fan clutch, and if anybody's dealt with fan clutch and you need, you know, some information, or especially where to get it and not spend $5,000, give me a shout, comment, or you know, email me. I haven't checked the email too much lately. Just been super busy trying to get this bus ready for our trip. So that was number one. Number two, I bought an ABS valve was leaking. So when you would take the parking brake off, the ABS valve was just spewing. So obviously air loss. Well, my inexperience, I just changed the air valve and the solenoid valve, ABS solenoid valve. Well, the mechanic, whenever he said, no, that's probably not it. Anyway, mechanic found that the brake can on this tag axle was actually backfeeding into the ABS. So evidently that's a thing. Changed that brake can. We also changed the dryer out and put a new governor on there, and also, you can see if I can get a video, a little picture of the governor real quick. Alright, that guy right in the middle is the new governor that we have put on there. Between that and the new air dryer filter, it is 130 pounds, 120, 130 pounds all day long. It's amazing. Makes you feel really good because you're not about to die because you can't apply your brakes. Yeah. So anyway, the other side to it, we also changed out, I changed out the treadle valve because every time I'd step on the parking brake, put on the pedal, it would be exhausting air. Not a good thing. So trying to, you know, take care of all these little doodads. And first time using the tow dolly, excuse me, and the first time we've used the tow dolly, let me show y'all a couple of things. One, those brakes were horrible. We finally got them fixed and didn't smoke everything down, but definitely that tire was building a little bit of heat. But let me show y'all what I did was I actually made a pigtail. So you have the regular wires that, oh, my kids decided to smash. That's awesome. You've got the regular wires that go to the flat 4-pin, right? Well, I put Mickey Mouse ears, is what we're calling them, on the back of the van. And in order to do that, I needed another plug. So I had a little bit of wire. I bought a 7-pin connector. That way also I can lock out. I got a lockout solenoid so that if I needed to back up, it would not apply the brakes. And then I bought I had another pigtail for a flat 4-pin. And so now I can connect the Mickey Mouse ears and the trailer brakes, or excuse me, lights, all in the same, same setup, sort of. Using the 7-pin and a flat 4-pin. I'll let y'all in on our junk. So, on our ride home, our air conditioning went out. And that is a little bit of a long story, but that guy right there, that converter, those fuses busted and did not charge our inverter batteries. So we were low on battery to run fans a lot. So the way this bus air works, if you lose your bus air, the fans will still blow. So it will still blow, but it's hot air, right? Well, we were going to supplement with other fans, but when your inverter batteries crap out on you, it makes for a very, very, very hot ride. But let me show y'all what we are fixing to have to get into now. This pressure switch right here, actually that cap broke off. So if you have an OG5 compressor, be careful whenever you're doing this cap and back seating your valve to put refrigerant in, because you can bust that cap. So I've got 2 new switches coming. There's 2 low pressure switches coming off this T right here. One is 20-30 pound, and then it's the 50-60 pound. And that one's normally closed. I don't know about that one, but we got those coming. So it was a hot ride. So anyway, that's some of the maintenance. I'm sure I forgot. We did so much, it was ridiculous. I didn't feel like, couldn't get out of I was like, are we even going to make it out of town because of just all the miscellaneous. I was working on trailer brakes, tow dolly brakes, and trying to get all that situated the night before. Just felt like a hot mess. So that's a little recap of everything we had going. I say everything, most everything. Also got TV crapped out, so we ordered a new TV. They sent us the wrong size, had to order another one. It's basically a miracle that trip even happened. So anyway, that's enough talking for now. Let's jump on into the actual fun part of the trip, which was barbecue festival and camping at Bailey's Point. So on my punch list of things to do, I had to brace one of the bunks. I didn't put a support because it was 3/4 inch plywood. Had to go get a 2x4, and there's Joshua putting a little fuel in the bus, or cost us about $800, to be honest with you, about 1,000 miles. Don't want to really do the math on that, but I will at some point. Sorry we didn't get any more footage on the driving part, because just being honest with it being as hot as it was, kind of stunk. But Lebanon, Tennessee, never caught the train. So there's the train. Cool little happening. As you can see, the bug guts were gnarly. So this is the square in Lebanon. Fun little loop-de-loop. Always stay in the left lane coming up to that, because the right lane turns off, so get yourself in a pickle. Yeah, just take the stop sign out. Beautiful drive into Bailey's Point. Like I said, I apologize. It was so hot we didn't get as much footage as I would have liked of the driving. But just absolutely gorgeous drive coming in. That's coming into the lake, a bunch of rental houses. Apologize I didn't get any more driving footage. Like I said, it just one of those trips as hot as it was. There's Gus all tucked in, and then his nightly change. So this is our campsite. I will say the Corps of Engineers parks, man, so nice. That little table. I don't know really what other than stacking firewood, but comes in sure handy. Sure comes in handy when you're cooking on the Blackstone. And that was our view out the window down to the lake. More pictures of our campsite. Man, just a beautiful, peaceful place. Catching a little dinner. Oh, excuse me, that was breakfast. There's a picture of the lake. It's not all rocky like that. That was just at the campground in one spot. And on to the barbecue festival. This is a very, very, very small town in Kentucky barbecue festival. We just amazing. We just had such a good time. Just to connect with family and friends, a lot of which my in-laws have known for their whole life growing up in a small town. And had a parade, a bunch of vendors, food trucks, all selling Monroe County barbecue or South Central barbecue, really thin, spicy vinegar based barbecue, just so good. Shoulder. Anyway, that's our trip. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all like and subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time, hopefully with a little better footage. It should be getting better because my son's GoPro is going to be put in action.